I think that's the thing that
the
causes
royals, don't you?
tension.
Well, I say I know the royals.
You've met a few of them.
I've met them about 4 times.
Are you following all this stuff? Do you care? Should we care?
Well, I've always been for the royal family being edited a little bit. Everyone always says there's too many on the list.
And now they've self-edited.
So yeah, so I thought God's doing the edit at one end, and Harry's doing it at the other.
I do think when the Queen finally dies, and she's 93.
God forbid.
Her mum lived to 101, so hopefully we'll get another
The world's going
number
to
of years.
spin on its axis.
But it will
when
be a
that happens.
seismic moment. I
Yeah.
mean, this woman's been on the throne longer than we've been alive, any of us. Pretty extraordinary woman, isn't she, the Queen?
Oh yeah, I've met the Queen 3 times, and it's always, you can be as cynical as you like, but when you meet them, it's whoa, it's the Queen. It's really,
And she's
brilliant.
quite good fun. She's quite sharp. She's like takes no prisoners.
Well, she shouted at me at the Albert Hall because I was supposed to be on stage, and I was so shocked that she'd been in the wings that I was talking to Harry Hill saying, "That's the Queen, the weird." And suddenly she said, "Come on, Frank, come on." And I was, and she hurried me onto the stage. And then you really move because you have visions of, being in the tower.
She once there was a big media party at Windsor, and we were looking out at the gardens. And I said to her, Your Majesty, do you like having the garden parties with all these people? And she said, "Well, Mr. Morgan, let me put it to you like this. How would you like 12,000 complete strangers trampling on your lawn?" Which I thought was great.
Wow.
But she was sharp, funny. But I did think, my God, her whole life is meeting strangers. It's just constant. Every day she goes out and she's meeting the people. It's an unbelievable sacrifice. In return, she gets this amazing life and everything, the gilded life. But it is quite something to go out at 93 still and meet the people.
And that's why she always wears gloves.
Yeah.
Because I'm told that they burn her gloves once a month at Buckingham Palace because she's shaking hands. Who knows what... she shakes hands in tropical areas.
She never eats spaghetti bolognese in public because... Paul Burrell told me this, because you can't eat spaghetti bolognese without some of it spilling on your... And she can't afford to have any food produce on her dress.
If only Ed Miliband had that kind of advice, he'd probably be Prime Minister.
Now, what do you make of the political landscape? Boris has got this thumping majority. He can basically do almost what he wants at the moment. Labour Party... now torn in two, really, between those who think they should abandon all things Corbyn or go with a new version of Corbyn, which can be more electable. What do you think of it?
Well, I think if Corbyn had won, you'd have moved to Canada.
Yeah,
wouldn't you?
probably.
I think that having tried that, it was a bit of a 70s throwback for Labour. And
it's kind of Wolfie Smith was in charge.
Yeah, there was a bit of that, but I don't think they should go all the way back. Somewhere between New Labour and Corbyn is the right place for Labour.
I think that's right, because I think there is some merit to that argument that some of their policies that Corbyn had were perfectly legitimate, good policies. I just don't think people believed he could deliver on them. Was part of the problem, wasn't it? The trust element.
You must be slightly relieved that you're not paying for the broadband.
Yes.
Can we?
Yes.
Can we take it back to the stand-up you're doing, the showbiz tour? I just want to ask. It's called the Showbiz.
It's called Showbiz. Can I say it's at the Garrick Theatre in the West End?
You can definitely say that.
I opened last night.
I just wonder when people think, because the parallel is with the royals. People think they have an amazing life, Meghan and Harry. They cannot understand why they're moaning about it. They have everything on a plate. I think lots of people think that about showbiz as well. What is the reality for someone like you who spent decades being a showbiz star?
It is pretty brilliant.
That's what I think. Absolutely. Hey, Frank, tell us about your struggle. What struggle?
I mean, I've tried obscurity. This is much.
I totally agree with you.
So your advice to Harry and Meghan would be...
Suck it up and stop whining.
No, not your advice,
Don't want to put words in your mouth.
Frank's advice would be...
Well, I don't think they're avoiding celebrity. I think they are sticking with.
They want big-time celebrity without the duty.
Having watched the show, I'm much more worried about the threat to McDonald's than the monarchy.